Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, for the Nintendo DS. I'm SamuraiT-X, and I'm Solsnary. And when we last left off, Miles Edgeworth became Franziska von Karma's replacement to this case. And because she was shot, so that's why Miles Edgeworth is there and Franziska is not. And that was the present I believe the killer was talking about, definitely. And now Dick Gumshoe's on the stand, and we pressed his testimony to no end, and well, the judge has given us a choice. He's saying, do we have anything important or necessary to present to the court? And we actually do. Because as you can tell in the picture, let me show you. As you can tell in the picture, where is it? Crime photo. As you can tell there was a bit of a fight in between this room, and it's very messy, and only two things remain untouched, this wine bottle and this wine glass. So yes, we are going to present the wine glass because of that specific reason. So yes, we're going to say actually I do. There's one piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see.
Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I am giving you one chance, and only one.
What the judge is saying is right. Don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here. If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us.
You may now present one and only one piece of evidence.
Good God, look at that penalty. That penalty's ridiculous.
Now then, what is this important evidence that you must shown to the court?
Well, we're going to present this because this is the only thing we can present. Because if we don't present this, then we're just going to get a guilty verdict. So, take that!
This is a wine glass, is it not?
Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase is broken. His makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser.
Well, yes, I see your point.
However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not been fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. Table smash. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration.
Huh?
Well, what do you all have to say?
Ah, well, yes, it is a little peculiar.
Yes, isn't it? I thought it was.
You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now.
We got the judge angry.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is it, Your Honor? Your opinion?
You don't need my opinion, because there is no special meaning to that glass. What? I shake my head at you because you disappoint me. It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking.
That does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright.
Could Miss Andrews really have set the glass down without thinking? It's possible. It is possible that she did it without thinking because she was in shock. Or she just, pull it there. She did pull it there. You know. So, I guess we're gonna say, there is no other way because, you know, she had to think through this, you know. I mean, you know, she did think before doing this, so I'm gonna say there's no way, because I think she did think before doing it, because she poured herself a wine glass and the person was dead, so I think she knew that this person was dead and just poured herself the wine glass by thinking. I'm just gonna say there's no way. If I appear weak here, the trial is over, and that's another reason why. I can look for my proof later. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. They just might fall for it if you fought provoking through. Table smash. The defense would like to challenge the prosecutor's The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves that Miss Andrews who set the We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. You've turned the situation on its head again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing. Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it. What? I waddle my finger at you. You disappoint me. You're not thinking hard enough today, Wright. Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? Then, of course it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints. Fingerprints? There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass.
Only one? Well, whose were they?
They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were on one of Adrian Andrews. What? Well, we tried. That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? I can't believe I fell into another trap. Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corridor. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser.
What you just said makes a lot of sense.
Now, do you see, Wright? You can't change any part of my scenario, as it explains everything all too well. I've thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor, and from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover.
Well, wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict.
I shake my head in disappointment. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like to hear. Sorry about that. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from. Another witness? Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness. What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking?
I'd like to think that myself.
Oh, no, Edgeworth. Damn it, man. Do we have to see her? Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Witness, your name and occupation, please.
G-O-T-C-H-A. Gotcha.
Poor Edgeworth. He's saying, why am I seeing this woman again? Why? I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier. It's hard to keep calm when you have an old granny that keeps rambling and has a crush on you. Especially if you're Edgeworth, you know? It's very hard. Trust me. Well, I wouldn't know that for sure, but it is kind of hard.
Oh, Edgy boy, it's been a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me.
I I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew under that helmet? It was a wicked witch on the witness stand.
Oh, poor Edgeworth. I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime.
Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know.
Oh! Shush! I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Edgy Wedgie? What? Just stick to Edgy Boy, please. Don't interrupt us, Gramps.
Yes, madam.
No. Please, by all means, interrupt her. Please! Anyway, witness, your testimony, please. Poor Edgeworth, man. It's true what they say, that youth nowadays are hot-headed. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with? The witness was on the security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag? It was a great job being able to see my dairy one. By the way, I'm wondering how old this woman is. Probably I shouldn't really look, but let's see. Apparently her age is unknown, so... Maybe you're an alien! You're an alien! You're an alien, Wendy. You're an alien indeed. Taking the alias Wendy Oldbag. It was a great job being able to see my dairy one. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. You know they were both the same age, right? I'm only interested in the real man, Juan Corrida. I'm pretty sure Juan Corrida is the same age as Matt on guard. Let's see. See, 21 and Matt is 21. They're both the same age. Has nothing to do with Matt being a child. They're both the same age. Doesn't really matter. But those two were the same age. I know, right? Even though Juan doesn't look 21 from his photo, but still, they're the same age. Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night. Very well, please tell the court what you witnessed on the night of the murder. Leave it to me, Edgy Poo. God, how many nicknames do you have for Miles Edgeworth? I'm starting to ponder how many nicknames do you have for this guy. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. A man was coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard, Matt on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. Well, that was a good testimony.
So Mr. On Guard came out of the victim's room?
See, it has to be him. He's the murderer.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. With pleasure. Ha!
Hold it! Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night? The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show, but I refused to help. I'll have you know that it was for that lead-headed samurai show. Heh, I even took out a few of the nails. Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on. Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little. Sorry about that, guys. And that's when you went to hang around in the victim's door? Hold it! Something you were interested in? And just what was that? It's not some little thing that I can go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret between me and Juan. Ah, and Edgy, of course.
Mr. Edgeworth, what was this thing she was interested in?
I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor. Gossip? If this has something to do with the case, then you can append it into your testimony. It looks like we shouldn't force it right now.
And did the witness say... sorry about that. And did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time?
Hold it!
Oh?
Then, would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Corridor's room? I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things. For those who doesn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit. Sorry about that. I yawned. Anyway, I did it silently so that you don't hear me. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am.
Yes, well, that would explain why your age is not recorded in the report.
In any case, no, it's because she's an alien, Judge. She got abducted when she was 20. It makes sense. In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct? Oh yeah. Oops, didn't mean to press that. Hold it! I hope that doesn't appear on the screen. If it does, then I do apologize. Who in the world was that? I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of one's room, he was...
Yes, he was...
Ah, I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Franziska's whip about now. Sorry, let me read that again. I read it wrong. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Franziska's whip right about now. Well, I guess I can tell you since he was such a bad boy anyway. Let's press on this one. Hold it! I think we should press it first. Because, well, we need to know about how did she know, because, yeah, we need to know how she know it was Matt. You saw my client? Are you sure about that? Yes, she. Really? Annoying brat, when I say I saw someone, I saw that person. Why do I get the sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a mess like last year, I should delve into this further. We're going to ask about the person's clothes, because, well, we can't, I guess that, to me, that's more important. Please tell the court about the man's clothes in detail. What a troublesome man you are. Really, as if something like that really matters. But it does. Now, what was it? Oh yes, it was that thing. What thing? That gaudy thing he's wearing, that racing jacket. Ah, he was wearing that at the detention center too. That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men. Right.
So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant to in any way?
I guess it was. I'm gonna say it was. Table smash. Of course it was important, Your Honor. Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of the testimony... Sorry, then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important. Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request that the witness said about the jacket be appended in their testimony. I don't quite see where your point going with it. Sorry, what? I don't quite see where you're going with this. But alright, witness please.
Well, I don't act to badmouth anyone without any reason, but if I must...
This statement? I think it's... Let me see. Okay, I'm going to present the Jammin' Ninja's button on this statement. Because it was found in Mr. Mountain Guard's Hakama, so he can't have been wearing the racing jacket. If anything, he must have been wearing the Steel Samurai attire. Because I doubt he would be stupid enough to go into Juan's room in that disguise. But it was found in his Hakama, so this button shows that he wasn't wearing the racing jacket. He was actually wearing his costume. So, objection! Miss Oldbag?
What? Don't say my name for no reason.
Do you know what this is?
Yeah, it's button number 2 on the Jammin' Ninja's costume.
Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance.
Give it here. Give it here. If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this.
Wow, she really is a die-hard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. Mountain Guard's body during a full body search.
See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was that rascal on guard.
It was caught up in his pleats of his Nickel Samurai Hakama pants.
See? And on guard is the Nickel Samurai.
Witness. Now it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination. But just now, didn't you say that defendant Mountain Guard was wearing his usual racing jacket? Apologies for the cough.
I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear.
But I will. Oh, shut up! No! Stop! Edgeworth, help! Please, Edgeworth, judge, anybody! No! Please. Even my birds are saying stop. Oh, geez, stop shooting me too. Now hold your tongue. Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second. So, what you saw in actuality was not Mr. On Guard, the man, but Mr. On Guard, the Nickel Samurai?
When you think about it, they're really one and the same anyway.
Table smash. Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Edgy Pooh, do you think so too?
Well, it might be something worth thinking about. Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
Alright, if you insist.
I should be the one sighing, not you. Alright, we're gonna talk her testimony and then end the video, or can we end it here? Nope, we have to read her testimony. In the first game, you could just press pause before they read the testimony. But in this game, you have to read the testimony, then end the video.
On guard, on guard. Yes, now I remember. The Neko Samurai, that's right. It was the Neko Samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that Neko Samurai costume before he was stabbing poor Juan.
I knew it. Table Smash. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
What? Did you think that there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things.
But the possibility does exist.
Ah, young uns today, I told you there is no way it was anyone else.
How did you know that?
Because I said so, and what I say is the truth.
At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Actually, Mr. Wright, you're going to have to cross-examine the witness in the next video, because I am the judge, and I'm pretty hungry, so I'm going to end the video for Mr. SamuraiT-X. Anyway, when we come back, folks, we will continue to cross-examine Miss Oldbag, I believe. Until then, I am the judge, and I'm going to pound my gavel and end this video. Goodbye, everybody.